Hello guys, welcome to another video. I am so excited for this video. We're currently in New York and I thought we need a Sunday upload. Our New York Fashion Week vlog is going live next Wednesday because we're still doing New York Fashion Week, so it wouldn't make sense to put up half a vlog for this Sunday. So anyway, I came up with a brilliant video idea. Get ready with me using all new products. I have been popping into the Sephora store more times than I should. It's just so exciting. Even though we now have a Sephora in the UK, the US one stocks different brands that we don't have access to and different stock. It's just a lot better than the UK one. I thought we could test out some viral products in this Get Ready With Me. It's a bit risky because I actually have an event that I'm going to straight after this. So I've actually taken my makeup off. I'm starting fresh. I'm gonna also be answering some questions so it can be like a chatty Get Ready With Me. There are a few products that I'm using of my own. I couldn't find any that I wanted to buy in Sephora that would replace them, or I just really love them and there was nothing out there that was exciting me and I didn't want to waste my money buying products just for the sake of it. First, what I will do is I'm gonna prime my face. In my Sephora goodie bag, we have a primer. And actually this has been all over my TikTok. This is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer. Considering I don't usually use primers, I'm a bit nervous. But primers are supposed to do good for you, so there's not gonna really impact my makeup negatively, will it? I'm just gonna put it in the areas where I normally get oily. It feels very nice to apply. This is really nice. And the reason I don't normally use primer is just because I'm lazy. It's just one less step to use. I feel like that actually made my skin look more flawless. Maybe this is even a life hack for when you're doing a no makeup day and you don't want to wear makeup, but you do want to look flawless. You can just put primer on. First impressions of this is it's very nice, easy to apply, feels really nice on the skin. It doesn't feel very tacky, which I think is supposed to be a good thing for a primer. It just feels like I've put like another cream on. But I like that feeling. Anyway, for my brows, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't pick up a new brow pencil because my brows, I don't really fill in that much. I just lightly go over the natural shape. So for me, I've never really bought a brow pencil that I've been wowed by or would need to repurchase. So to be completely honest, the brow pencils I use are mostly whatever I've been sent. And when I run out, I just go into my PR room and I look for the replacement. So right now I'm using the Victoria Beckham, which is nice. It's a thin pencil and it does the job. But as I said, eyebrow pencils for me are not a game changer, but I know for a lot of people, especially if you're creating your brow shape, it means a lot. But there was just no point me buying another brow pencil, especially because it's not like a big deal for me. But what is a big deal for me and what I am excited to use is this Huda Beauty Faux Filter Color Corrector. I've heard such good things about this color corrector, so I'm really excited to try this. This is the shade Mango. I like to color correct around my mouth mainly because I find that when I apply foundation, it can sometimes end up looking a bit gray around the area. And you guys know from my previous makeup Get Ready With Me, I normally just use my Westman Atelier foundation stick that's in a bit of an orangey shade. But I thought, you know what, why not actually try a proper color corrector? Because maybe this could be a game changer. So I'm just gonna use this hourglass brush. I also didn't buy any new brushes, guys, because I just thought there was no point. I like the brushes I have, and brushes aren't something that I really switch up often, so that wasn't something that felt necessary to get. I'm just gonna apply the excess under my eyes. This is very easy to blend. And also very lightweight, which is nice. I'm gonna go in with the foundation. This one has gone viral on TikTok. This is the Easy Blur Natural Airbrush Foundation. I hope I got the shade right. I got the shade Cinnamon 440G. I was actually swatching in the store, and this is the one that I settled for. I hope it's the correct shade, because as I said, I have an event today that I have to go to straight after this. So if this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to make it work. It's got niacinamide in it, and apparently this is supposed to be a super flawless foundation. And because Huda Beauty doesn't use filters, she created this so that it could look like you have a filter on your face. So I'm gonna give this a shake and apply that. So who is my biggest fashion inspiration? I guess it changes depending on what my style is at the moment, but I feel like the one consistent person who has been my fashion inspiration has been Rosie Huntington-Whiteley. I think her style is just so chic and effortless. Her outfits always look like she's just thrown it on, but she ends up looking super chic. Oh, does this look a bit orange? Does this look orange? I'm scared. Guys, I'm scared. God, I don't know if it's the lighting, but it kind of looks like my shade, no? Rosie Huntington-Whiteley has always been a fashion inspiration to me. Like I said, her style is just effortlessly chic. She is a very neutrals girl, which is interesting because I feel like at the core I am a neutrals girl, but I do love to play with colour every now and then. Sometimes she does wear colourful pieces and she does it in such a beautiful way. And there are a few outfits of hers that I have been inspired by throughout my years. Even when me and Trieu did the look back at my style through the years, I did mention a few of those outfits were inspired by her. I also feel like another reason she's one of my inspirations is because her outfits are easy to recreate, because she normally goes for simple, understated pieces that you could easily recreate from a high street brand. So even though she could be wearing like Super Luxe, The Row, or other brands, you could definitely achieve the looks in a more high street way. But she also does wear Zara, because remember those Zara bodysuits that she made go viral? I feel like she actually doesn't really care much about labels. Actually, I don't know about that, but I feel like she just wears what looks good on her. And I feel like she has a good mix of really wearing like high-low fashion, because I do see her sometimes wearing those mid-tier designer brands. So yeah, I really love her style, and I can't really think of anyone else at the moment from the top of my head. I don't know if it's the lighting or if it looks too orange for me, but it does look flawless. That was really easy to blend. I think I like it, but I just don't know if it looks orange because of the lighting in this bathroom. We're just gonna have to go with the flow, guys. So next up is contour, and I really love using the Westman Atelier contour stick that I normally go for, but actually I picked up the Milk Makeup contour stick. They said it won an award, the Allure Beauty Awards for 2023. So I thought I'd give this a try. And I actually haven't tried anything from Milk Makeup. I think I tried their primer, but that's it really. So I'm excited to try this. This is in the shade Simmer. Really cute actually. It's this really cute little size. Twist off. I don't think I took that off how you're supposed to take it off. I've broken off a bit of that. It's okay, it will still work. I like to go in directly with this, so I'm just gonna go under my nose, like that, there. Oh, this feels really nice. It glides really nicely. Okay, we're gonna blend this in. I'm using this new brush that I was gifted by Hourglass. The Hourglass trip has ended, but I'm still here in New York, but I was in New York with Hourglass, which is so exciting. And this is one of the limited edition holiday collection brushes they kindly gifted me. So I'm using this to blend. Their brushes are truly one of my favorite brushes ever. And this is very easy to blend. Ooh. I feel like the product is just staying where I've placed it, and I'm just patting it down. Gotta make sure to blend the jawline always. This is so nice, because I find sometimes with bronzers, certain bronzers, you have to work with it really quick, like a cream bronzer. Okay, so someone asked for me to share more about my family, because every time I do a new video, another sister is introduced. So if you're a new viewer here, you may not know, but I'm one of 5, so I'm the eldest, and then I have 4 younger sisters. Let me just do the blush, and then this is the Milk Makeup blush. This is in the shade Burst. These, I remember, I think last time I was in America, I was trying to find these and they were sold out everywhere. These are the super viral jelly blushes, but they're super pigmented. So they look like this jelly kind of formula. Just rub it on the back of my hand so you can see. Whoa, it's kind of wet and very cooling. So you can see this is the pigment. So this is the blush I'm going to use. I've never tried this before, so I'm very excited. Okay, so as I was saying, I have 4 younger sisters and I am the oldest. I have a sister that is 16 months younger than me, so we're very close in age. And then I have a sister who is 22, and then I have my twin sisters who are 12. So I was 15 when they were born. So they are literally like my second children. They're my babies. I love all my sisters so much, but the twins, they have a special place in my heart. I also think because they're the youngest, they will naturally always they will be spoiled a bit more. But yeah, I'm really close to all of my sisters. I love my sisters. And if you guys have siblings, you'll know there's like phases of being in a really good friendship with your sister and then falling out over something so silly. And we go through that, but most of the time we have each other's back. We love each other. I love this blush. Wow, so pretty. I definitely think the trick is to apply with a brush though. I'm using the Hourglass 15 brush. I think it allows you to control the placement, especially because it's so pigmented. You don't want to go everywhere with it, but I think it is such a beautiful blush. Don't want to go crazy but I do love blush, and I might have blush blindness, but yeah, that was stunning. Also, someone asked, and I had this question in the last Q&A I did a long time ago about my dad and why they don't see him. My dad is very much in my life. I see him, he sees me, he comes over to the flat. He actually saw the flat when we moved in. By the way, this is the Makeup by Mario concealer. I did swatch loads of concealers. I really wanted to get a concealer from, what was the brand? Pat McGrath, but I couldn't figure out my shade, and I really love this concealer, guys. So I'm just sticking with this. If you guys have any recommendations of a good concealer, let me know. But yeah, I've just stuck to this one. I did go around Sephora swatching loads of different shades. Some brands either just didn't have my shade in stock, or I just didn't know what shade it would be. So yeah, we're sticking with this concealer. This is in the shade 380. Actually saying this for my own reference, for when it runs out, I need to stock up ASAP. My dad is in my life, and just because you're not seeing one sibling or one parent in the video doesn't mean that they're not in my life, because obviously YouTube is my job and I will vlog myself in my life, but there's so many people in my life who I would just never have in a vlog just because they don't want to be in the vlog. And my dad is very private, like he doesn't have any forms of social media. His work colleagues show him my content, like that's, I'll tell him, oh dad, I was in this place or I went to this event, and he'll say, yeah, this person from work showed me, because he doesn't have any social media, but his like colleagues will watch me. He's cheering me on from the sidelines. He always loves me sending pictures on WhatsApp. He'll be like, I'm in New York right now. He was like, oh, send me pictures from New York. What are you getting me from New York? Like a souvenir. But he's a very private guy. He doesn't want to be on social media, and that's fine by me. Like even my mum, you guys have seen snippets of her, but I don't really share her that often. I also want to protect the people I love. Even with my twin sisters, bless them, they love to be in content. They always want to be in my YouTube videos. But as they've gotten older, I just feel a bit more protective over them, and I'm just a bit worried about certain things. Obviously they're going to school, I don't know, like security things. And as much as they want to be on it, I'm just so aware of obviously how many people my content reaches and what people are seeing. And it's one thing for people to judge me or make comments on me, but when if anyone does make a comment on anyone else I'm showing on my channel, like my sisters or, you know, parents, it would really affect me. And also, they're not the ones choosing to be on it. Although the twins, if they could, they would be in every piece of content of mine. They might as well take over this channel. Every time I'm like, girls, I need a YouTube video idea, they're like, put us in a video. Anyway, this is my Makeup by Mario concealer. You can see how beautiful and flawless that is. And I did buy a new powder. So I normally use the Laura Mercier setting powder. I went for the Makeup by Mario, what's this powder called? It's a Real Skin Soft Blur Setting Powder. This is in the shade 3 Neutral Peach. And considering I love his concealer so much, I thought I would give the powder a go, and I got it in this neutral shade. I feel very blessed to have such a beautiful family. My mum and dad are separated, which is why you probably see less of my dad. Like if we go on a family holiday, it's not going to be a combined holiday with my mum and dad. It will just be with my mum mostly, actually. Yeah, I haven't been on holiday with my dad. He goes on holiday with my little sisters. We haven't been on one yet. Maybe we should. I'm using a powder puff to apply this powder. I also like to tap it on the back of my hand slightly just to push it into the powder puff. This is gorgeous. I'm just gonna powder one side of my face and then we can compare. I think powder is really the secret to making your makeup look flawless. I like to slightly powder my whole face and then I can add the glow back in however I like. Can we see the difference between the two sides? Wow, that is a good powder. I also feel like this shade was really nice because the translucent powder I use from Laura Mercier it's just a translucent, like, it's not a specific shade, it's the translucent shade. But this is a neutral peach, which actually I think works better for me. My under eyes just look really good. I don't know if it's a combination of the orange corrector and this powder, but it just looks really flawless. Okay, how did I meet Trieu? So again, this is something that I think I answered when I first started YouTube, but I'm aware that I haven't done a Q&A in a long time and there may be many new many new viewers. So Trieu and I actually knew each other from when we were 15. We were both nerds in school, and so we joined this thing which was like a youth parliamentary after school thing you would do, and we were both part of this thing. And Trieu actually ran for young mayor, which is like within each borough of where you live, a student can run to be a young mayor, and Trieu ran for that. My best friend also ran for it, and that's how we kind of met there. And then I just started talking to Trieu. I was a bit of a wild one. Actually, I say that, but people think, oh, she was wild. I wasn't wild. I was just a bit weird. Like, I would message people. And so I just messaged Trieu, like, hey, do you know who I am? Because we'd obviously seen each other at this event. He was a quiet guy, and I've just found that very interesting for me. Like, I was a very loud extrovert and very out there person, and he was very quiet and timid, and he was just someone that I was like, I want to get to know him for some reason. I didn't have a crush on him. I think if I had a crush on him then, I wouldn't have approached him like how I did. I would have been a bit more demure with how I did that. But because I didn't have a crush on him or anything like that, there was no pressure for me to be a certain way. So I was just my weird self, like I would be with my friends. And I was like, hey, do you know who I am? I messaged him on Facebook and he was like, no. Such a true answer. He's like, no. And I was like, this guy is so blunt. Like, I'm out here messaging him, do you know who I am? And he's like, no, just like straight up, not even like, hey, no, I'm not sure. I'm using the new Hourglass palette to go over my bronzer. This is the limited edition holiday palette. This is the Lighting Edit Unlocked Evil Eye palette. I honestly feel like I'm a collector of these palettes. This is such a gorgeous palette. These are the shades in there. This is so, so stunning. So I'm gonna use this as my bronzing shade just to go over where I've gone in with the cream bronzer. And using this brush, the matching, oh no, it's not the matching, this is the dragon one, which also Hourglass have a dragon palette for. And I literally would just go over the places. By the way, first impressions of powder, beautiful. I'm so far very happy. I'm just not sure if the foundation is too orange, but actually it's not looking too bad. So anyway, he replied no, and then I kind of saw that as like a mission to get this guy to speak to me, like more than just a no. So I was like, oh, that's so rude. I sat next to you. Like I literally sat next to him at an event. How did he not know who I was? And he was like, oh, okay, gotta go. And that was the end of the conversation. And so then I saw that as a challenge. I was like, this guy is just so, why is he so shy? I need to talk to him. So I kind of maybe harassed him a bit, not really. But like I messaged him up the next day, I'd be like, hey, and he'd be like, hi, and I'd say, how are you? And he'd be like, I'm good. Trieu was so blunt, but I think him being blunt was just so interesting for me. I just wanted to speak to him more. And I guess it's like all part of the chase. Anyway, eventually, after speaking to him a few times, he did start speaking to me a bit more, like speaking back to me a bit more, which was useful. Then we ended up speaking a lot. And then at one point, I was speaking about him to my friends in school, and they were like, do you like Trieu? I was like, no, I don't like him. And then it made me think, wait, if they're asking me this question, I'm obviously talking about him a lot to the point where my friends are questioning whether I like him or not. And then I started thinking, oh damn, do I like him? And then I think that's when I realized I actually did like him. And so we were just speaking all the time. We became really close friends. We'd go out, we eventually started going on dates to like cinemas and stuff, but we were never boyfriend and girlfriend. We were just going as friends, just putting a bit more bronzer on my eyes. And then, I don't know if this is a risk to do, guys, but I really want to try it. Let's just do it. So Hourglass, like I said, they literally stocked up my room with products. I feel so grateful. And so I'm so excited to use these products. And the makeup artist on the night of the event for Hourglass did my makeup, and she used these scattered light, these eyeshadow pigments, and Hourglass stocked me up with all of the shades. So I thought I could put a bit of this on my eyes since I'm going for a dinner. But this is risky because you guys know I don't really go crazy with eye makeup, but this is just so pretty. And she said the best way to use it is with your finger. This is what it looks like. I feel like people knew me and Trieu were a thing, but we weren't officially a thing. Should I tell them? I don't know. Basically, so me and Trieu were going on these dates, and I was like, when is he gonna ask me to be his girlfriend? Because we're going on all these dates. Does he not like me? Because I fell hard. I really liked him. At the same time, this other guy who was like a friend to me liked me, but I didn't know he liked me, and he asked me to be his girlfriend. I said no, because I wasn't interested in him like that. This is actually very easy to apply. For someone who doesn't apply eyeshadow, this, so easy, wow. I'm just tapping it with my finger and then just putting it onto the lid. But this is beautiful, wow. Why did I go for green though? I went for this khaki just because I like it. It's a bit silvery, but you know what? It's okay, it's New York Fashion Week. Yeah, this guy asked me to be his girlfriend, and then Trieu found out about that, and I think Trieu was like, oh damn, my girl, people want her, I need to secure that. And then he asked me to be his girlfriend literally the week later. I was like, finally. And so I think we were 17, just before we turned 17, when we actually became an official couple. And we have been together ever since, and we're getting married, guys. And we've literally grown together. We've gone from being children to literal adults. And I feel like we've molded each other. And I always say, like, me and Trieu are literally like yin and yang. We work so well together, but it's because we're so different, and I love that. I think it keeps our relationship really interesting. But we obviously have things that are in common as well, but I think our personalities are different, which makes it interesting. For blusher, I'm also using this Barney's palette. This is also from Hourglass. This is the Ambient Lighting Edit. This is what I'm here in New York for. This was to celebrate this new palette. I'm gonna just mix these two blushes and apply onto my cheek. But yeah, that's the story of how me and Trieu met. Trieu is my first and only ever boyfriend. but I can't say the same for him. Like, he had girlfriends before me. I always get him for that. I love these blushes. I just knew I would love this one. These palettes are honestly the best palettes because you can literally just use the bronzer, highlighter, powders. You have everything in one. So if you're traveling, you don't need to worry about carrying lots of different things. This blusher, wow. I'm gonna wipe off the powder, the excess powder, because I let it sit there to bake for a bit, but just gonna wipe that off. So far, guys, I actually feel like these products have worked really well for me and I'm very, very pleased. I think I'm just nervous about the lips because you guys know I stick to the same lip combo for lip liner, and actually it was such a struggle to find these lip liners. I'll tell you the story. As you guys saw, I always do a cream and then I like to go over with a powder. I think that really locks it in. Before I do anything else, I like to use a setting spray. And I have heard so much about this one. This is the One Size On Till Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. I'm a bit scared to use it. It kind of looks like hairspray. But this has gone so crazy viral, and I think I picked up the last one when I was in Sephora. Obviously they're gonna do daily restocks, but at the point in time of day when I was there, this was the only one I saw. So I grabbed it and it's the mini one. I'm a bit nervous because I normally use like a wet spray and this feels like a hairspray, but let's try it. And it says it's waterproof. Okay. That is like hairspray. I don't like the application of this, but if it works, I'm more than happy to use it because I love a gentle mist, like my Vive one I've been using, or the, I was gonna say Hourglass, not the Hourglass, the Charlotte Tilbury one. I love it. It feels like a spa moment, whereas this felt a bit more like hold your breath. But if it works, because I always transfer like when I wear white things, if this works, I'm happy to use it. Trieu keeps telling me, when I was in the store and I was like, oh Trieu, this has gone viral, it's supposed to be really good at keeping your makeup in lock, and I sprayed it on my hand, he was like, it's gonna give you spots. But I don't know why it would, because you take your makeup off as you would. But maybe because it clogs or it blocks something. For lips, guys, I am very specific with my lip liners. I spent a lot of that time in Sephora going through all of the lip liners they had to end up at Glossier in Sephora and find the perfect lip liner that I thought would work for me. They were, of course, all sold out. Every single lip liner from Glossier in Sephora was sold out. The good thing for me, there was a Sephora 3-minute walk down. So we went into the Glossier store, which by the way is an experience in itself. It's so nice. It's the one on Spring Street. Love that store. And I picked up 3 different lip liners. I normally like to use 2. Okay, we're gonna do quick fire questions now while I'm doing my lips. My favorite way to relax and self-care, going to a spa and getting a massage. I really love getting a massage and just not doing anything. But if I was at home, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know if this self-care is, it's weird, but like sitting down watching Netflix, but I can't do that if I know I have work to do. So it's difficult. But I love like just watching Netflix, eating my dinner in front of the TV. That's like self-care for me. I'm using the shade Buff first to go around my lips. This looks like a really like my nude. Maybe it's too my nude. This is Flush. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is nice. Wow. I never thought I would find a replacement for my MAC lip liner. Okay, Glossier. Okay, guys, I am so fussy with my lip liner. Even if I go on a shoot and a brand is doing my makeup, I will bring my lip liner because that is one thing that I never get right. It also feels very mattifying. And actually I remember, oh, do I go in with Nip? This is Nip, it's like a really dark brown. I think I'm gonna leave it at this. I don't wanna risk it. These lip liners do not move, guys. When I swatched them on the back of my hand and I was wiping them off with the makeup remover they give, they would not budge. I'm happy. I'm happy. This was the bit I was nervous for, was the lip liner, because I am so particular with the lips. I actually was looking for the Hourglass lip liner in Candid, because that's the lip liner the makeup artist used for me on the night of the Hourglass event, but they were sold out. But that was another shade that I was surprised when she used on me that I really liked. These Glossier lip liners, 10 out of 10 from me. In the center of my lips, I'm gonna use this, I've not used before. This is the new Glossier lipstick in the shade Unlocked. No, this is the Glossier lipstick Unlocked in the shade Oasis 312. I'm just gonna put this on the center of my lips. I feel like it's a really nice nude to put in the center. Question was, do I want children? My answer changes every day. I feel like when I was younger, I was like, yeah, sorry, this is just beautiful. As someone who I think I have ADHD, doing a makeup using new products and then trying to do a Q&A, it wasn't the best idea. Oh, wow. I think I just might want to line my lips a bit on the outside because I feel like I covered some of that when I was doing the lipstick, but that is the most perfect nude. Wow. My answer for if I want kids changes every day. I think ultimately, yes, I do. I would love children, but I don't know, the world we're in right now scares me sometimes when I think about raising children in this world. This is the Hourglass Powder Vanish Airbrush Pressed Powder in the shade Translucent Tan. Also a new product I've not tried before. I mean, I've tried it on this trip, but it's a new product to me. I'm just going over some areas that always get oily. This is the most beautiful non-cakey powder that you can just take on the go in your handbag. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, this might be one of the best makeup looks I've done in terms of how flawless this looks, and this is me using all new products. Yeah, my answer changes all the time for if I want kids. I would love to have a family one day. I think coming from a big family means so much to me, and I've realized how much family means to me and how special family is. So I would love to have my own family one day. It's just, yeah, thinking about where I would want to raise my family. The current climate of the world is scary, like raising children, and I rate anyone who has children and is doing parenting. I think also having children is such a big decision in itself. Your whole life will change, but I also know it's such a blessing to be able to have children. So yeah, I feel like at least one. Guys, we're finishing off the look with this new mascara. Never tried it before. This is the Benefit Bad Gal mascara. It's a waterproof mascara. It says 36 hour. Why would you need mascara on for 36 hours? Oh, this packaging is very interesting. Okay, you guys, I love my Lancome Hypnose mascara. So this I felt a bit guilty getting this because I feel like I'm faithful to the Lancome Hypnose. I'm gonna wrap up the Q&A here, guys. I feel like there were quite a few questions, like more work related ones and to do with influencing and stuff. And I'm aware that some people are interested in it, but not everyone is interested in finding out influencing. So maybe that could be a separate Q&A I do in one of my vlogs where it's like a Q&A about influencing. If that's something you'd like to see, please let me know, and then you can ask me more specific questions. Oh my God. I am actually really glad I did this video because I have discovered makeup products that I otherwise never would have tried. Guys, it looks like I have false lashes on. Can you see what? These are my lashes. It looks like I have false lashes on. Okay, guys. This is my finished look. I can't lie, this looks like a makeup artist did my makeup. I think it's because I did the eyeshadow as well, which I never normally do, but this is flawless. True, is this flawless? Look at my makeup. How flawless is this? It's nice. Rate out of 10. 10. Guys, True gave this makeup look a 10. That's the makeup done. Testing out viral products. I don't think there was one bad product here that I used. I feel very blessed that this turned out the way it should be. But I think when I take pictures tonight, I'll actually be able to see if the shade match was good. The only thing that I would have something, not negative, but something not 10 out of 10 rave would be this, just because the experience wasn't the spa-like experience I like to have with the setting spray. But as I said, if this works and does the job, then I'm down for using it. Okay guys, I'm gonna get ready now. I am actually running late for the event, but at least my makeup's done. I'm gonna get changed. And yeah, keep an eye out for the New York Fashion Week vlog. I'm really excited to do that with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will link all of the products down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.